Welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Kurt Mercadante, Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at kurtmercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
It's Freedom Friday, which means it's time for the Freedom Club Podcast. I'm your host, Kurt Mercadante. So happy you're here. I hope you've had a wonderful week, and I wish you a weekend in which you are present with your family, your friends, and yourself. This episode is brought to you by my very own 2019 Growth Mastermind. We're accepting applications now. If you're a business owner who wants to achieve true entrepreneurial freedom, in which you not only grow your business, but you grow the freedom and fulfillment in your life. If you want to start flowing and stop grinding. If you want to align the three facets of your life, work, family, and self, then my mastermind is for you. kurtmercadante.com. Fill out the application. Let's get this started. But I warn you, if you're only interested in grinding away for 16, 17, 18 hours a day while your relationships suffer, while your health suffers, then this mastermind isn't for you, so don't even bother applying. But if you are interested, kurtmercadante.com, we're accepting applications now. Today's episode is going to be kind of short and sweet. You know, I can't go on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever, without seeing, some of your posts. They're those motivational memes and videos. You post the video of the guy with no arms and no legs. He's wrestling, he's climbing a mountain, whatever. And you post something like, no excuses. Yet the rest of your day is only filled with excuses. You're stuck in a rut at business. You haven't landed a client in 2 months. Instead of learning from that and pivoting, you shake your fist at the sky. Why is the world out to get me? Listen, success is about clearly defining meaningful outcomes and then plotting and traveling the shortest, simplest, straightest route to those outcomes. And if your outcomes are meaningful, they will always have challenges. But are you going to turn those challenges into excuses? Or are you going to turn them into opportunities to use your creativity, to use your relationships, to use your passion, to use your superpowers? To plot and travel the route to those outcomes, to hit them out of the park. Because listen, success is also about trying and then failing and then about learning and then about trying again. But if you only want to make excuses and stick your head in the sand and wither up and die, then you're not going to achieve success. I also want you to learn the difference between an expense and an investment. And you know who you are. You know if I'm talking about you. You come to me and your relationship is suffering with your wife, with your husband. You say, I know we really should go on more date nights, but they're so expensive, we want to save money. We've really wanted to take this trip, but we're really trying to save money. Meanwhile, your relationship is in tatters. Perhaps the date nights, perhaps those trips are investments in your future rather than expenses. Perhaps you're a business owner who's trapped in a slump. You're losing money. You have trouble with sales. You know you need a coaching program. You know you want that coaching program, but you say, I got to save some more money. And then you wonder why your business is suffering. There's a difference between an expense and an investment. And I notice a correlation between people who always make excuses and people who can't seem to get it in their head that an investment is separate from an expense. An investment, yes, it's an outlay of money, but it moves your company forward. It moves your life forward. It moves your relationships forward. So my friends, I want you to audit your life. I want you to audit the three facets of your life: your work, your family, and yourself. Have you clearly defined outcomes? When you face challenges for each of those outcomes, are you turning them into excuses or opportunities? And when you face those challenges, and you might need to invest in something to overcome those challenges, are you making the needed investments to get past them? Or are you just throwing your hands up in the air, becoming the victim, claiming you can't afford it, claiming it's an expense. Because if that's the case, then you don't want it bad enough. If that's the case, you aren't going to be successful. Your relationships are going to suffer. Your business is going to suffer. Your health is going to suffer. So yes, I am a little fired up because I hear it every day. People who come to me, people who are in need. They not only want the help, they need the help. But they look at it as an expense instead of an investment. And perhaps some of it is my problem, my fault as a salesperson. But I know a lot of it is on them. So my friends, this weekend, I want you really to do an audit of your life. And when you wake up Monday, when you head to work on Monday, I want you to make next week an excuse-free week. Plot those outcomes. Clearly define them. Figure out that route to get there. And that route may change, right? Because you're going to face challenges. And are you going to pivot or are you going to wither and die? My friends, this is the Freedom Club podcast. Make today Freedom Friday. I'm your host, Kurt Mercadante. Have an incredible weekend. Thank you.